I'll go ahead and call the budget committee to order. We do have a set of minutes for June the 17th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, any public comment? Okay. And why are we meeting?
I'm here because y'all told me to be here.
I'm here because Sandra did.
Yeah, it's on that,
Opioid.
So they had a lawsuit settlement on the Kroger opioid funds that will be coming in. We had to be able to accept those. We have to run them through budget in order to put them into the account. So it's opioid Kroger settlement. That's what it is,
So we just need to make a motion to approve,
to accept them.
to accept them, not spending any of it right now.
Not yet.
you're
no.
talking about the resolution that's in the package, that's what they're voting on, right? Okay.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve. Is there any comment or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any other business that we need to bring up at this time?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I do. I want to bring something up. I've had some employees ask me about their 3%. So would they get a quarterly check? Would they get one check? If it's one check, when will that be? And the effective date. You started it, we did it on the 17th, I think. So does that mean somebody got hired after that point, or you started on July 1st? That's my questions, I guess. Does that make sense? To be eligible, you'd have to be here before July 1st, correct? I don't know, I'm asking.
That's Aaron Wayne,
Well, I asked him and he said, yeah, July 1st.
so you gotta be employed here on July 1.
Mm-hmm. Before July
For the
1.
new budget.
Yeah, before the new budget came out.
Okay.
So, tell me something. They'd rather have a big check or they'd rather have 4 checks?
I haven't had conversation.
I believe that night at the county commission meeting, he decided to do 4 quarterly checks
Yeah,
because that seemed like it would do the best with
Taxes.
Taxes.
Yeah,
instead of doing 2
Take
big
out-
checks, like one. So he was gonna do 4 quarterly checks is what he said at the end of the meeting,
okay. All right, so then when would you expect that to start then?
one each quarter.
Okay. All right. Say something here.
And I haven't heard from anybody except I had heard that they may be going to do a
One.
one-time check.
That's what I
I
heard.
haven't heard, but I just heard that from,
I'm just,
I heard him too. That's what Eric said.
I know that, yeah, I think 4 is what we decided upon, but I've had some employees contact me and say that they have a say, and I don't know if they've got a say, but that if it was a possibility, they'd rather have a one-time payment right before Christmas.
That's where I'm going.
3%.
The discussion that I remember was that Aaron was gonna look at it to see how it would be most beneficial to the employees for tax purposes.
That's right.
And then on that, he was gonna decide. I haven't heard that.
It'll still be the same amount. It'll just look like it's not as much 4 times instead of 1 time. Right?
hey, come on, please, James.
but there could be a greater tax consequence out of a check
Yes.
if it's one check,
It looks bigger, but it's really the same.
right?
So I got him on speaker if you want to ask him anything.
Huh?
Or I'll be up there in 3 minutes.
We got 3 minutes.
Three minutes.
Run. His legs are long. Just want to get it right. That's all I'm trying to do.
I haven't heard any employee, but I've heard.
I've heard a lot. Win. So,
They bunch of employees hit me the next morning and I worried about it. You know how they got that one time check? And they like that. It's the time of year they got it.
at the end, it was between November and December, certainly.
And it's just, you know, for extra money, Christmas time comes in handy. But that's, I'd say it's hard to turn it down, no matter how they sell it.
Does that mean?
How was it decided part-time employees were gonna be handled?
Well, I never considered part-time. I just assumed, you're never supposed to assume, but I never, I got it on my piece of paper.
I know. Now,
Whatever that is, I mean, that's fair.
And what about part-time? Did you do ARP part-time? I don't know, I don't remember.
ARP says that you have to be here a certain time.
Like we're saying now, yeah.
Yeah.
That was his deal, they needed to be working here during COVID.
Yeah.
Yes,
Less than 1 year, I got half. I know it's more than that, got to 3,500. And I don't know that. I don't remember.
there he is, he'll know. Hey,
Very sorry, I got tied up with something at the house.
yeah,
we're talking about the bonus check.
Uh-huh.
Whether we need to say 4 checks or 1 check. 1 check being between November and December, somewhere around in there.
Yes. I think 1 check is simpler. I would also assume that we didn't clarify, since we did it on the floor. I'm assuming that you want it to go to anybody who is employed as of 7/1/2024, not anybody who's hired after that.
Yeah, we said that.
Okay. So yeah, 1 check is simpler. We'll add it to the last check, or do you want it before Thanksgiving or after? It doesn't matter to me.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Is that done? Can
Yeah,
that be done?
that can be done.
All right, what about your part-time people? Did we do that last time, or do we do this time? I don't know.
We put everybody,
I can't hear you.
You add it to a check.
yeah, add it to a check. Yes.
It'll be higher taxes than.
Actually, it's gonna be 22% withholding if you don't add it to a check.
So adding it to a check would be around 30%, close to 30%.
Uh,
County, y'all did this before.
Yeah,
Y'all gave us a bonus before, and it hit us about 30 to 32% in taxes there.
okay. I have to figure it out on an individual by individual basis. Those are the two, we'll just make it simple and we'll do the flat 22. You know, people are gonna complain either way on taxes. They'll get them back.
They would get it back in a year, but.
They'll get it back when they file the tax return.
But it doesn't look good when they get it.
Yeah,
Believe me, I know.
yeah. Yeah, those are the only 2 options you're given. You can either add it to a check or you can do it flat 22%. It used to be 25, but now it's 22.
Okay, for some reason, I thought when we voted on it the other night, we said 4 checks.
We did.
Yeah,
So do we need to do something?
Yeah, you'll need to do you'll need to vote to change it to do it in a check between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Can we make that July 1st part of that? Because I don't know if we
Yeah.
talked about that on the floor.
Correct.
But if we need to, we'll need to
Yes.
reiterate that anyway.
Okay, is this a resolution that we'll vote on next month?
I think you need
Yeah,
to bring
'cause-
it through your budget committee because you're gonna have more questions than you have thought of. I've done this before.
yes,
And you're gonna have people who say, I was here for 20 years,
Uh-huh.
and I was here, hired on the last week of June, why are they getting the same amount I'm getting? So you gotta be ready for that.
Yep.
Ain't nothing make
Let me
people
ask this, Aaron, as far as that
One-
goes,
one-
and this may make it very hard, but if we're given a 3% bonus, in other words, if you worked here 1 month, you figure 3% of what they've made for that 1 month, or if somebody's worked here for 12 months, the entire year, that would eliminate that, wouldn't it? We get 3% of what you made in the previous year from the county. Does that make sense?
If that, again, was not clear from what was passed on the floor. It's not what we computed, but if that's what we want to do,
Well,
then
I'm
yes.
just asking questions, because like Mike said, there'll be people upset.
Remember, I'm heartless, right? I'm the heartless accountant, so my answer to, well, they got the same thing I did and they were only here a month is I don't care, you know?
Yeah, y'all want that in a minute? Anybody in there?
no,
Okay.
please.
How's it calculated? 3% of, 3%. Most people have a set number of hours they work. So it was based on 3% versus on the set number of hours that they work.
Chad?
I just want to take care of the employees.
That's it.
My whole thing is, we said we were gonna give the employees that bonus,
Uh-huh.
period. Is that not right?
That's what we're doing.
I'm talking about if they've been here 2 months, half a year, if they're an employee, they're gonna get that bonus. Except if they were hired on after July first.
That's right.
If you had given
They're gonna
a,
give that bonus if you worked there a week, 2 weeks, 5 years,
That's right.
100 years.
if you had given a 5% raise, were you gonna give a 5% raise across the board to everybody regardless of tenure, or were you gonna give it differently if they hadn't been here as long?
That 5% raise would be for the coming year.
It's a distinction without a difference. The bottom line is you were gonna give it to everybody who was employed as of a certain date.
That's right.
My whole point was you better spell all this out and vote on it, so he's got, Mr. Heartless here's got some.
Okay.
And, but there, so everybody can answer the same question, cause if you don't spell it out, they'll go to you and ask the question. If they don't get what they want, they'll go to
Send
Tommy
them
and
Mr.
ask.
Heartless.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you might as well spell it out so everybody knows they're playing by the same rules.
Okay.
And if it's 3% of whatever you make it, the only issue on July 1, the only issue is how often you pay it.
Okay, so you see what we're trying to do here?
Yeah.
Maybe we
Spell
should
it
just throw it out and we'll deal with it on the 8th of August?
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
Does that work?
I would.
You ready?
Yeah.
Mr. Heartless? Okay, now you know.
I said that because you said.
Absolutely, no, I'm good with it.
It's a good name, I'm gonna use it. Okay,
Is there anything else that needs to come up?
gotta go.
One motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh,